Hey, give me a second to set this up. I haven't been live for a while, so I'm kind of antsy today. Give me a second. Also, I have a lot of really big things going on. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to share this video. Hang on, one more share. It's actually going fast today. This energy is amazing. I don't know if people are just now noticing, but we're really going through some beautiful energy right now. So it's kind of nice. Hang on. Alright, so I have a little bit of news to do. It's kind of like a really high vibe day though. We're going through kind of like a shift in energy, which I always love because I'm becoming very energy sensitive, like literally. Where the lunar phases are really affecting me. These solar storms affect me, the lunar ones do. I'm becoming sensitive to everyone else's energy, so I kind of bounce off of people's moods a lot, their energy. That's why right now I find it very important to be surrounding myself with very high vibe people, because I want to bounce off people in a really high vibe type of way. I like being around those that light me up and make me happy and make me smile and can make me laugh. And I just feel that my time isn't being valued as much when I hang out with people of a lower vibration, because it's like they're not really hearing what I'm saying anyway. It's amazing to me that I can be saying the same things to like someone with an open mind and they can comprehend, but someone who's just completely closed down to it, they're not going to understand your words. And we have to be more careful with our energy right now. Hi guys, I'm just kind of going with it. I haven't been live for a while. I've been upgrading and reflecting and spending a lot of time alone with my thoughts lately. So I'll probably be live a lot less this week. I have huge catastrophic things happening with my website. It's been down for like a couple weeks anyway. So I don't know, my store is down until further notice. We did find a different server, but we overloaded it immediately. So it's going to take us a few more days to get it up. I was hoping to have it up today. But I'm still going to do news and I'm still going to do cards in the meantime. Because this is another good time to make a point. If we're gauging our worth by money, you're never going to be happy. So I don't do this job for money, believe it or not. It's more of a reward in helping for the greater good. So I'll be here. I'm here for healing work. If you need me, just drop me a comment or whatever. But our site's down for till further notice. Google's YouTube has blocked the channel of North Korea's state TV. The North Korea's central television page now bears the message saying the account has been terminated for violating YouTube's community guidelines. This channel was used for broadcasting state-approved news. This is how far the elite's grip really reaches when they can just take down real news sources off of these channels. That's why I particularly had to be very careful with what I talk about and the subjects I talk about. Even though I am kind of broadcasting news, I have to censor my own news, and I'm well aware of that. It's kind of sad when we have to start censoring the real news, and CNN and Fox News is sharing fake news. It's just kind of sad to me. Assad finally said these chemical attacks are 100% false. Easy for me to tell. I caused a really big controversy, not meaning to, in our New World Earth United group, because I said that these were completely fake. And I'll tell you why. We all know the U.S. Bombed this country, and these lies are made to make people feel patriotic, to give people the illusions that America's the hero now. America's the hero. We just went and saved the children, okay? We saved the children. We're the heroes. That's not true. These chemical attacks were completely fabricated. They were not true. Someone got really mad at me and said, what's your source? What's your source? I'm tuned in. The universe told me. So maybe you guys should meditate more and connect if you're having a hard time seeing through the veil. Because when your third eye is open, you'll just easily see through this stuff. That should be some kind of motivation. Because things are, for me anyway, getting crazier and crazier around us. And there's just so many lies, so much misinformation, where you wake up and then you find some more lies, or you get roped into the new age stuff or whatever. It's just like, there's just so much disinformation. That's why it's so important that we're using our own intuition, that we're letting our own guides and our own angels guide us, and that we're listening to the universe. We have to learn how to quiet ourselves so we can listen. Not listen to yourself in your head. Listen to the answers and the downloads that the universe is giving us. So this energy is really ideal for resting. We should be resting up because we're about to enter a crazy storm I can see next week. Starting around like Monday-ish, I'll give you guys a better estimate of what's coming up. But before the weekend, I've just been very overloaded. But literally, we're in a nice calm. Think of it like, it just rained and there's a rainbow out and there's, sun shining, and we're about to go into another storm. So literally, rest up right now. I'm getting very good with sensing the energy so that I can rest during the right times and be prepared later. So I'm the one who will pop up next week in the middle of the storm well rested. So just rest, meditate, spend time with your dreams. Right now, our dreaming abilities are amped up like overtime right now. So for anyone wanting to astro travel or dream, right now is definitely the time to tap into the other realm. There's a crazy, I can't say this word good, anomaly. I made that up too. Anomaly. I call it an anomaly. There was a crazy anomaly in the sky. They say it came from Atlas V rocket launches at Cape Canaveral. The rocket trail mixed with morning sunlight to make space-age art. It could even be seen on Florida's Gulf Coast. The rocket carried a communications satellite into orbit in September 2015. I don't believe that for a minute, personally. It looked like a UFO to me. The anomaly did not look like anything at all of Earth or rocket related. So, they just cover up everything. It looked kind of crazy. We have a cancer-causing carcinogenic horrors. U.S. steel facility in Portage, Indiana, leaked an unknown amount of a dangerous chemical into a canal 100 yards from Lake Michigan. Things, again, that are not making... I see someone laughing about this. Great. Cancer-causing carcinogens are really funny. I see you're going to give yourself cancer, whoever's laughing and thinking this is hilarious. I want to be the one to tell you this is perfect. Thank you for inspiring me. Literally, we're cells in a body. What happens when we destroy the body? We have nowhere to live and we all die. I'm just going to break it down for you really simply. So I know people really think this is funny that we're destroying our environment, and you know what? I really like the meme that says we're really borrowing this earth from our children and our grandchildren. I know there's a lot of people not concerned about this and they love polluting the earth, but I will tell you, as above, so below, we need these systems to survive. And people are going to find out in the very near future, if they're not willing to change, how serious this is, because you're about to get recycled to another planet for 75,000 more years. And it sounds like hell to me, because it will be everything of the lower vibrations. Everything. So all the high vibe people that are here helping and trying to save this planet, they won't be there to help you or save you. So right now you have all these heroes and people around you doing light work and helping. It won't be at all like this world. It will be much different. It will be of fear, anger, hate, greed, all the lower emotion things that don't make the cut. So you really don't want to go there. I know people think this is funny right now, but it's never been more serious. Ascension is your only way off this planet. You're not going to leave otherwise. We have to learn how to behave and get along with each other to get off this planet, and we're all kind of stuck here. And until you liberate your soul, I wouldn't really think this stuff's very funny. I know a lot of people really feel they've liberated their soul, but we're still here. Did you really liberate your soul, I ask? I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of people, me included, who are well on this ascension path. I am. But I'm not seeing any rainbow light bodies around us. I haven't turned into one yet. So I still have much more work to do, as do all of us. But this is getting very serious. Our environment can't go on like this. There are tons of toxic waste being pumped into the Pacific Ocean every single day. We have Fukushima everywhere. We have a lot of things going on with this environment. We have things with oil that is Earth's blood. If you drain too much of my blood out of my body, what happens? I would die. The same concept applies to the Earth. So the Earth is being drained right now as well. So I would just kind of get serious about your spirituality at this point, because that's all you can do. We're not going to change any of this stuff, but what I can do is I can take this energy and this frustration and I can put it into changing myself so that I don't have to come back here another life. We had 20 people arrested at a Trump rally as it gets violent at Berkeley. And I'm surprised only 20 people were arrested. But you know, everyone else was paid protesters, so they don't arrest those people. The script is familiar by now. A right-wing group shows up, and they always say a right-wing group causes it. But this is scripted from the news. And things get crazy. The rally had an even bigger counter-protest. This was Patriots Day at Civic Park. This had both sides exchanging blows with M80s, pepper spray, and rocks. A crowd of 1,000. Yeah, we all know that the several hundred people that caused this protest were not arrested. So I'm really shocked that only 20 people were arrested. And my question is why? Because I saw the tape footage of it. I'm just wondering why only 20 people. Questions we should be asking. More info is coming out regarding CIA hacking, NSA malware. NSA can break into any computer using Windows. Windows is used in more than 65% of computers. They have breached EastNet, BCG, and Swift banking service in the Middle East, just to name a few. I'm going to do cards now, but this energy is really intense. Okay, let me tell you what's going on. We're seeing the old crumbling around us. Just to give you a brief overview, Argentina is literally underwater. Along with places in Iran, you're seeing catastrophic. We just had another cyclone, I believe, to hit New Zealand. I'm not really sure. I've been kind of out of the loop with the news and just kind of spending this time to reflect. But I will tell you that there's catastrophic things going on with earth changes. There's a drought in California where they literally have ran out of the water, even though they just had one of the wettest seasons ever. And we're gearing up for one of the hottest summers we've ever had worldwide. India's about to hit record temperatures because of these protests. They only pay these people to start these protests so we can see earthquakes. They are trying like hell to make that San Andreas fault line go off. So the more people are in disharmony and going out and protesting, the faster basically 3D is destroyed. Well, why would people want that to happen if they're living in the third dimension? Reptiles are of the fourth density. They're not of the third dimension. They don't care. So they're really trying to destroy it as well. Just be aware of that. How we solve this problem is we stop with fear. We get rid of fear. And I'm seeing it everywhere. Just fear energy. Like, we have to completely get rid of fear. I know I've faced all of my fears in my life at this point. Like, literally all of them. Like to the depths of my soul and back I went a few times. And what do we really have to be afraid of? We're still here. We're still alive. We're in one piece. And it's my belief that we've always been divinely protected and that fear is just an illusion. We have to get rid of it. And the reason why, it's not so much it is for ourselves, but these reptiles eat this fear energy. So what happens if we don't have any more fear and anxiety? They all die. They all go away. They would dissipate in front of our eyes. So it's us creating this with our fear and our anxiety and these lower emotions. We really have to get a grip on this stuff. We have to stay positive all the time because our thoughts are creating our reality. And we're not ready to ascend right now because it would be very dangerous if we were straight living in the fifth dimension, because right now we're kind of channel surfing in between as our moods allow. It would be a little bit dangerous because we're still very negative. So we have to really just remain positive. Don't let anyone affect your vibration and just really work on being positive all the time. Michelle Cooper, yes. I'm feeling great. I'm very energy sensitive. I'm feeling, I said a couple days ago, I'm used to being seen as crazy till after the fact, so it's cool. I said like 2 days ago that the Schumann resonance and your heart chakra you're working on too, my dear. But I said 2 days ago the Schumann resonance was through the roof and people thought I was crazy. Someone said on my post, that's not true, blah, blah, blah. But I will tell you, it hit 90 yesterday. It would have been like pretty much nighttime. Like a day and a half ago, it hit 90, and yesterday was equally as high, and today it will be even higher. So the Earth's heartbeat is going up. It is moving us into higher consciousness. It is affecting people in different ways. I was explaining to someone yesterday that the same energy that's healing my body every day and doing miraculous things for me. I'm literally reverse aging and healing my body. The same energy is killing some people. Their bodies aren't handling it as good. So it really depends. But for those that are handling this energy good, get outside, get out into nature so that you can really download some more light into your body. The photons will really upgrade your DNA and help you with your ascension. Get out into nature. We're being asked to choose between nature and technology. So Michelle, work on your heart chakra. Seems to be the topic of the day. Like if I had to pick a chakra of the day, it would be the heart chakra. We're working on letting go of past grief. Any pain you've ever experienced was just you didn't have enough information about your life. So literally just hand it over to the divine. Conflict and defeat. Pray to God. Hand it over to God. That's what the universe is waiting for us to hand over our will for the divine will. And I assure you it will be amazing. Everyone's so afraid of dying. The only thing that can die is your ego so that your higher self can emerge. So just hand it over to God. It's part of the process. And then real quick, I have to throw this in there. I'm seeing a lot of judgmental people, a lot of judging going on, and I can't wrap my head around it because I'm just too higher dimensional for that at this point. It's kind of like jealousy. It doesn't make sense. I wouldn't be jealous of myself. I wouldn't judge myself. So I just want to say, do you know why it's so dangerous? We've had hundreds of thousands of lives. Don't look at me this life and judge my life this life and assume that's all I am, because I'm a collection of all of those experiences. A lot more than one life could ever fit in, right? So think about it. One life's about what? 80, 90 years if you're lucky. Like, we're just so much more than that. Our souls are just so complex and so vast. So when we're judging someone's path or experience, we're judging ourselves in a deep way, because everyone is divine. So just be aware of that, and be careful with that, because when you judge someone, you will attract that into your life. You will switch places with that person faster than I can tell you about it. And I've done it many times. I know all about it. That's how I overcame those characteristics. Just be aware of that. When we think that the food we're eating makes us better or more spiritual, that's the best example I can come up with. Or we think that people aren't being like us, or they don't have our same beliefs, so they're not as spiritual. These are ego traps. We really had to work on that, because we all have very different paths, but we're going to end up in the same place, hopefully. Jenna Sullivan. Hi, vibin'. Yes, I'm very excited about today. I was using the energy to my benefit. It feels amazing to me. I'll probably be a basket case again next week when the moon comes back. We'll see. But yes, Jenna. Financial and material changes for the positive. When you start to transform your life and work on spiritual perfection, every other aspect of your life will follow. When you really just work on enlightenment, it's going to reflect in all areas of your life. As I change, I'm just a fractal in a holographic universe. As I change, one little fractal is changing. I'm changing the entire world around me and what I'm seeing and what I'm reflecting. That's how powerful we are. So any inner work that you're doing is transforming your twin flame and all of us. So just work on healing and focus on spiritual perfection. Jasmine Rose. Earth's being destroyed by the elements. No, that will be Earth. That's not being destroyed. We're getting ready for a pole shift. Earth is not being destroyed by the elements. Those are natural cycles that we go through, kind of like a menstrual cycle or a moon cycle. The Earth goes through regular cycles. So this is just as planned. We're right on track. But people are destroying the Earth. That's why Earth is going to fight back. And you probably don't want to have a fight with Mother Nature. I'm just going to say it. The Earth is purging out lower vibrations. You'll notice certain areas are being hit repeatedly. The Earth is really purging out and purifying itself. And I can't wait till the root chakra opens. That's right by the San Andreas Fault Line in California. I'm actually excited for it. I can see how it's all playing out. So things are actually going as planned. We're actually living in the middle of like every prophecy ever too. Like we could go Hopi prophecy, Edgar Cayce's, Nostradamus. I could go on and on. Like I've seen the whole list. We're basically living in the middle of every prophecy ever. That's why the Mayan calendar was discounted in 2012, so they could try to like debunk anything about it. Like, oh, their calendar didn't pan out. Look. But it was actually misinterpreted, and we're actually living in the middle of the Mayan prophecy too about this shift. So everything's going as planned. And if you're waiting for Jesus to come back, because it sounds like some of you guys are, not you, but some other people are, you better become that hero you're waiting for, because anyone can access Christ consciousness. I'm accessing it right now to give you these messages, and so many of us are accessing this consciousness energy, and it's amazing. So don't wait for it. Meditate, tune in, and become Christ consciousness. Michelle Johnson. Yes, there is much suffering in this plane, but without suffering and without all the torture I went through, I wouldn't have evolved so rapidly. That's why we want to come to Earth, believe it or not. That's why we volunteer to come here, because it evolves our souls really fast. If we were sitting around meditating in Atlantis still, you know, chilling, we don't evolve as rapidly. It could take thousands of years to get this far, as we've gotten in just a few. So just be aware you're working on spiritual strength. That's the only thing that's real here. I was explaining yesterday to someone that the only thing that you can take with you when you leave this matrix is your knowledge. So the danger, and don't feel I'm talking badly about either any religion, because there are faults in all of them and there are good things in all of them. It really depends on your perspective. But the problem with a lot of like Christianity and Catholicism kind of religions is that they tell you that you're going to go to heaven when you die. And the danger in that is that people don't work on changing themselves now. They think that they're fine the way they are because they're following these churches, and that's great. And they basically die at the same kind of spiritual level because they're not working on themselves. If you have bad qualities here, why would you think you'd be allowed in heaven with qualities like that? We had to turn this place into heaven on earth first before we can ever achieve real heaven. So that's where these dangers lie. The only thing that you can take with you is your spiritual evolution. After you die, you can't work on your soul like you can here. So while we're here, you want to make the best of your time and really just work on spiritual strength. It's the only thing that's real. I'm seeing all the hearts and the love. I'm feeling a little nervous. I haven't been live for a while, but I'm feeling the love today, and it's amazing. And I'm trying to work on only projecting love back. It can get hard. We also have to be aware that it can feel like we're being attacked by the dark side, or, you know, maybe, or other people or whatever. It can feel like we're being attacked, and sometimes we really are. But be aware, we can't attack ourselves back. It doesn't make any sense. So if someone snaps at me and says something horrible to me, and if I respond, my body is going to perceive it like I just said that to myself. So we have to start to be nicer to our bodies. We have to stop fighting each other. We have to find a common ground. We're all very unique, and we have unique gifts. And we have to start sharing them with the world and just finding more common ground. And I really think that I can relate with all you guys, because I just want clean air, water, and food. Not a lot to ask for, right? That's pretty much all I want is, you know, clean resources. I don't think that's a lot to ask, really. So I'm pretty sure I'm finding a common ground with a lot of you guys on that level. That we probably want the same things for our future. We probably have a lot of the same visions. And it's amazing because those of the third dimension, or even the fourth pretty much, are not wired to this new grid. There's a new grid. And so many of us are wired to this grid and working on creating the new. That's why it's so important that we're staying positive and just focusing on what we want to create. Jeff Schoof. Triumph. You're so successful in anything you're doing right now. Now is the time to go make big changes. I was working so hard yesterday. I'm about to work so hard today because I just jump right into this energy and try to use it for my benefit. So get out there and make the changes that you want to see, because you'll be successful in anything you're doing right now. Since conditions are ideal for dreaming right now, they're obviously turning your dreams into reality. So focus on your dreams. I like the meme too that says, pay more attention to your dreams than your fears and watch how fast they grow. Denise Ulray. Patience. Patience. Have patience. I have to have patience too. I want everything immediately. I'm having to have a lot of patience these past 2 weeks. So I've just been chilling and redirecting my energy. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Every day, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where I'll end up. I just literally go with the flow. And it's beyond rewarding and amazing. So just have more patience in this process. Have faith in the universe. You're right where you should be, listening to exactly who you should be. Amy Michelle. Truth. Literally, we are the truth speakers. We are the truth tellers. And I will tell you that my truth might irritate people. It might not resonate with everyone. It might not be for everyone. But it's very liberating that I have my throat chakra open, because you need these chakras open. And truth and love are two of the keys you need to higher dimensions. So, I do it more for myself than for others. I do put my life out there to try to help other people. That's all I really can do. I can just lead by example and show you that, hey, this stuff works. I've transformed my whole life. I went from being very service of self to very service of others, and I've transformed every area of my life. And I'm an amazing twin flame relationship because I completed myself as a person. You don't reunite with your twin flame till you complete yourself with a person. Right now, I'm drawing together the rest of my soul group to me, which is soulmates. All of you guys are my soulmates. We're from the same soul group. And it's just beyond rewarding and amazing. My mundane life became magical. I see magic everywhere. I see synchronicity everywhere, signs everywhere. I can tune in and listen to higher dimensional beings now. It's just so rewarding. So it all starts with speaking your truth. If you want to access those higher dimensions, that's what you have to do. Do you know that in the dream realm you can't even lie to someone? Because we're actually our higher self in the dream realm. It's pretty much impossible. I know it could be possible, but it's pretty much impossible. And this realm is about to become like the other realm. You can't lie anyway, because there's people all around you that can see through it. Like, you couldn't lie to me ever. Sorry. I'm so sorry. You can, but in a minute I just can see through it. I just have a built-in lie detector test with me. That's what helps guide me through this information. That's how I'm able to bring it back to you and tell you, no, this is bullshit in a second. I can just tell. It doesn't even take me a second. So there's so many people around you that can see through it. What's the point anymore? I know that in the old paradigm, we could lie to each other and we could lie to ourselves and we could keep going along blindly and pretending that we were separate and whatever. It's just not the world we live in anymore, and it seems kind of ridiculous. So you're only lying to yourself if you're not speaking your truth. And sometimes we feel we can't speak our truth. My entire family has unfollowed me. They never talk to me, and I'm cool with it. And I've made room for a new family. So speak your truth, and it might lead you somewhere amazing and rewarding. Michelle Marie. Good morning. Could you pick a great card for me? Yes, I'm about to just start doing everyone I'm drawn to, too. You guys already know who those people are, just because I can't do this whole list. So I'm about to just start doing all you guys that are my friends anyway right now. Since I'm not really working and my business is down, I guess I can do what I want, right? So yes, I'm going to pick an amazing card for you, Michelle. And you already know all this. I can't tell you guys anything that you don't know deep down. I can't tell you anything that isn't going to resonate already. You guys already know this stuff. It's just so nice, though, when the universe gives you confirmation. You know what this is. This is a light ball. Be careful with them, Michelle. As you know, I accidentally discharged one once, and it was very dangerous. So be careful with these. You know you're an amazing healer. You're working on purifying your energy, and every day you're becoming a stronger healer like me. The more service of others that you guys become, and the more you jump into this and start working for the greater good, the more your power will increase as a healer. So it's just amazing. I love it. I see the little guy in there too. Very divine card. That's an amazing card. I'm going to give you another one, Michelle. Love begins. I knew it. Sorry, I had to. This is what you're getting ready for. And this is my goal for everyone around me, that you find some type of spiritual union. I don't care if it's a twin flame or a soulmate. Soulmates are just as enjoyable. Now that you guys are drawing your soul family back to you, it should be easier. Because as we get rid of these bad characteristics in ourselves, our reflection changes, and the people that we attract to us are going to change. So now you guys should be drawing honest, loyal people to you that are amazing. So love is going to begin. Work on more self-love. I had to love every aspect of my life. And we all have these hard lives here in this matrix, okay? These hard, almost unrealistic lives. Remember, we're living in a virtual reality. So we really had to work on loving every aspect of ourselves. That means I have to love, you know, even the horrible things I hated. I can't really think of anything. But I have to love everything I've ever been through, every experience, because it shaped me into me. So even the bad ones, I have to be grateful for and appreciate. We had to love ourselves completely. Otherwise, how could you expect someone else to love every flaw about you if you can't love them yourself? Let me ask you that. So we have to really, we have to step out of this conditional love paradigm where I'll love you if you're doing what I want. I'll love you in a controlled kind of way. I'll love you if you're buying this or doing this. We have to step away from that. We're moving into a new paradigm of unconditional love. Let me go there a little bit. That doesn't mean I'm going to let people treat me badly. It doesn't mean that I'm going to have toxic people around me that will treat me badly. It's more about using your discernment. But we're looking for an unconditional love. And usually you'll find that starting with a soulmate, because any relationship I ever had was practice for my twin flame. I had to learn much about relationships and myself to actually complete myself as a person. And I believe that it took many, many lives. So just work on more self-love. That's the key you need. It will be complete self-love. Once you're okay being on your own, that's when you'll draw your twin flame back to you. Until then, you're always going to draw incomplete people to you as lessons, as karmic lessons, which are never fun. Todd Golden. Yes, I saw. I heard you guys got hit with another hurricane. I believe that might have been the one going by New Zealand as well. And they basically said it was the first time in like 500 years that they had storms like that. I did see that. I've completely removed myself from even news because I've been trying to stay really positive. I was really sick like a week ago. I believe someone sent me, I didn't white light myself in the morning. Let's get real. I didn't white light myself in the morning and someone attacked me and sent me something not nice. The one day I forget to white light myself. This should tell you how important it is. And they sent me something really nasty. It made me really sick for like a day. So lesson learned after the fact. I'll be more careful. But I've been removing myself from any negativity, including news, just so that I could kind of purify and get my body back on track. So that should be a reminder. I had to make sure I put myself in white light before I went live today. Make sure you're white lighting yourself. It's the most important thing that you can do. I'm going to say it again. What happens when you're in a dark room and you turn on the light? The darkness dissipates. Make sure you're protecting yourself and shielding yourself. Don't leave your energy wide open right now. It's not a good idea. You're working on your heart chakra too, but I'm psychic, so I already called this for everyone. Everyone today is working on their heart chakra. We're letting go of past, I guess I would say, like, I don't know what the word is, misconceptions about ourselves and others. We spent a lot of this life judging ourselves and others because we had limited information. We believed we were separate. It's just kind of the world that we lived in. But we had to go through some kind of pain to wake up to unconditional love. So we had to have our hearts first broken and closed to open them. And I know it's kind of a strange process. I didn't make it up. But work on your heart chakra. Work on expanding it. Your chakras are going to keep expanding. Like my heart chakra hopefully will just keep expanding, expanding, expanding. My third eye hopefully will keep expanding, expanding, expanding. When you meditate, you can focus on any of your chakras and expanding them. So the people that have a closed heart chakra are going to be like the sociopaths running the world. They're not going to have a lot of empathy, etc. When you have a real open heart chakra, it's all about compassion and love. So we had to go through some kind of pain. Unfortunately, a lot of that pain can look like death or loss of someone in a physical way. And it might not have been in this life. It might have been in past lives. I dealt with a lot of grief this life, like losing family member. That really will break your heart in a deep way. So we all had to have our hearts broken in some type of deep kind of way. We're now healing. Right now, that's why I say get outside. This energy is healing our bodies in a deep way. I'm not sure in what capacity it might be affecting people in a negative way, but I tried to explain it yesterday like this. Since we're cells in a body, what happens in your body if your cells become negative? It becomes a cancer, right? Well, that's kind of funny because how do you treat cancer? Well, we treat it with radiation nowadays, mostly. Unfortunately, I won't go there. But it's kind of funny because our whole planet is getting hit with radiation energy that's coming from like Antarctica. They don't even know where it's coming from. That was that map I had lit up in my news a few weeks ago. We're getting hit with radiation on and off. Maybe that's why the negative cells in this body are dying. I'm just going to say it. I believe that if you're of the negative capacity and you're not of light, you might not be making this ascension. People get so mad when I say that, so I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it because it's the truth. So I'm just going to say it one more time. And people say, what aspects of yourself don't you want to make it? The ones that are karmically tied to the third dimension, the ones that rape, kill, are causing all the misery in the world, are very service of self. The ones that are service of self and destroying the planet and are karmically tied here. I don't decide karma. Anyone can just kind of wake up and get rid of their karma, but I don't think people realize that. So the ones that are karmically tied to the third dimension will not be ascending. I had to live many lives to be able to make this ascension this life. So it's just not everyone's time. I know a lot of people say, no, you know, George Soros and Trump are going to wake up and they're going to come help create the new world. I'm not seeing things that way. I'm just not seeing it that way. And I understand that we can really create any reality in the same place, but I'm just not seeing the same things. So I don't know. But there's a lot going on right now. This is just really an exciting time. Get outside. This energy is healing all of us. So this energy is definitely healing us and helping our bodies in a deep way. Get outside. Become one with nature. I also believe there's a big difference, and I was saying this yesterday, where people can say they're one with everyone and everything, but it's different to feel one with everyone and everything. I believe there's a lot of people that they have amazing knowledge, but if you can't feel it, if you can't feel this stuff, what good is it doing you? This is stuff that you feel. Mostly feel. I would say like a sense of knowing, feeling, etc. So it's one to say you're one with everyone and everything. How about becoming one with everyone and everything? I'm still working on that. Some days I have better days and some days I have my bad days. But let's actually become one with everyone and everything and show it in our actions instead of just saying it. Hi Denise, Michelle. You're not at work. Amazing. Work on your throat chakra. This is very popular. This is the second chakra of the day for those not working on their heart chakra. It seems to be a popular topic. Drink more tea, literally. Sing in the shower. Speak your truth and it will start unblocking. We felt we couldn't speak our truth. It was just these oppressed systems that we're living in. So now we're unblocking all of our chakras. When I met my twin flame, every one of my chakras was blocked up. I'm not even lying to you. I'm pretty sure every one was. I didn't have as good of an understanding as I do now, but that's why when I had a Kundalini awakening, it went up my spine and opened all of my chakras, lastly my crown, and then I reached enlightenment. So, and now it's a kind of struggle to keep them open all the time, and I'm working on higher ones. So we really have to open all of the lower chakras. And I look at the chakras like a ladder to heaven. Well, our DNA kind of is too, but I almost look at the chakras like a ladder to heaven, kind of like with your DNA. So just work on your throat chakra and speak in your truth. Caitlin Batters. Yes, families. I can't go there. I can't even touch the subject families today. I just can't after Easter and stuff. I didn't do Easter, but I know a lot of people did and had to deal with their families, and it's just like the time of year. Okay, let me approach a broader issue. How about this entire planet is in Aries right now? Aries is not a good sign for love in any capacity. It is a warrior sign. This is why you are seeing leaders fighting with each other. You are seeing these warrior archetypes come out. It's bringing out my warrior archetype and I love it. But I'm just going to say it. It's not a very good time for relationships of any kind. It's pretty much tearing them down. So we're about to shift into my sign, Taurus. We're about to shift. I believe like the 20th, we probably go into it soon. We're about to shift in like a week or so. And Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love. So we're in the worst month of the year right now. Like weather-wise was pretty bad in March, but more like conflicts and arguing. So we're kind of in a rough month right now. The energy is about to shift and we're about to go into love. So literally things will get better for you, Caitlin. Just hang in there, work on balance. Balance with yourself. Things will shift greatly and the energy will just be so much better. It will also help everyone tapping into the unseen in the other realm too, because Taurus is all about the senses. I like anything you can taste, touch, or smell or whatever, and or hear or whatever. I'm all about the senses. So you'll be able to tap into the other realm too. Just work on balance until then. It's kind of like a roller coaster. Anita Lockwood, good morning. You're going to work on your base chakra. I already did a long message for you in the beginning. The amazing thing about this broadcast is that these messages are for everyone, and it doesn't matter where you're at on your journey, they all apply to you. Work on letting go of fear. I already did a huge rant on it, so I'm not going to recap. Let go of fear. and watch how fast your life and everything around you changes. Drew Fisher, deception and envy. Literally, the Matrix, this is the Matrix card, the illusionary Matrix. You're waking up to the Matrix not being what it seems, and that rabbit hole goes pretty deep that you're finding out, right? It's so crazy about the truth because it's so multifaceted. Well, it is, it isn't, it could be either. The truth is just so deep and multifaceted. I feel like out of the whole universe, we can only really access like this much out of this much here anyway. There's just a lot we can't access and see. So just be aware of it. You're seeing through the Matrix. That's so amazing, and you're just going to keep going down that rabbit hole. I'm drawing, I say this all the time, I'm drawing spiritual leaders to me. I'm drawing gifted, amazing people to me. Very gifted, amazing people. Not by random. Kelly Jacobs with a Y. Universe. You're a starseed. It's a big universe. And work on raising your vibration so that you can communicate with your space family better. Our vibrations are going to determine what we're channeling. That's why those with a low vibration channel lower vibrational entities. Those with a high vibration are going to channel higher vibrational entities. So just work on raising your vibration, and that's what we're doing anyway. We can't do it overnight. So we're slowly working at raising our vibrations by getting control of our thoughts, becoming more positive, tapping into who we are, meditating, eating better foods, etc. Jennifer Hart. Do children ascend? Of course, but the thing is that these children now are being born much different. They're being born already their higher selves. Like literally, they don't have to go through this ascension process. So the kid, you should worry about yourself, not the kids. They're already there. They already did ascend. They don't have to. They already are their higher selves. We're going through a process to change into our higher selves. It's much different. This is the American Dream card. I say it's the Twin Flame card. If you're not in a spiritual union, you're about to be. It's the American Dream. This is what me and my Twin Flame are doing. Holly Internet, good morning. You're being tested. Yes, we're leveling up quite fast. But this is what we want. We want to ascend, so we're going to get there. So the universe is going to throw whatever tests and lessons that you need in your way. So just be aware of it. You're going to be so smart, though, that within the next, starting now for the next, 72 hours, keep your eyes open. It could look like a homeless person that needs your help or money, or someone that needs your assistance. It could be something small. Keep your eyes open so you can level up faster. Also, drink a lot of liquids. These frequencies are getting really high, and people are coming to me literally with a lot of headaches. That's from dehydration. We really need to drink more liquids. I have to go back because I can't remember if I did Jenna. No, Jenna Sullivan. Jenna Sullivan. Let me find you again. Okay. Triumph and success. Literally, like I said before, it's kind of like a recap. Get out there, make big changes right now. This energy is so smooth and ideal. Everything will go perfect and in your favor. So those that aren't feeling high vibe right now, you might have a vibrational difference with the energy. It was really low vibe last week when I got sick, when I had some kind of witch send something to me, but aside from that, my vibration got low. That's how I was only susceptible to that. If my vibration hadn't been low, it would have just bounced off me. But because the Earth's vibration was really low, I'm really in sync as an Earth sign with the Earth. So when the Earth's vibrating high, I feel great. When the Earth's low, I feel it. I'm just really energy sensitive. So if we can keep our vibes high, the energy will be much better for us. So if you're not feeling good right now during this high vibe energy, you might have a vibrational difference. It was too low vibe for me last week and made me and many others sick that are on the ascension path. And now I'm seeing it's reversing the roles. Some of the people of the third dimension are feeling sick right now because the vibe's being really high. My advice, drink more liquids and get out into nature. If you're not feeling good, it will probably heal you instantly. I had to make myself go outside, but it made me feel immediately better. I had to go get some fresh air, and it will literally heal you. I've also heard of people having pain problems and going outside with this high vibrational energy and just healing every ailment with your body. So definitely get out into nature and make sure your vibe is that of the earth. You can do that by spending lots of time in nature. The earth will take you right with her on this ascension. Those that are choosing technology might have a harder time. Let me see. Jen Lynn, perfect. I'm back doing live. I'm almost back too. Me and Jen Lynn are being upgraded very fast. It amazes me to watch her on her path. Just amazing, and I'm grateful just to be able to watch because we're being upgraded so fast. And Jen ignites such a passion in people. Like literally, such a passion. You're one of the most optimistic, happy people I know that if I'm having a bad day, I can just come comment to you and it'll just lift my mood immediately. You just have this optimistic personality, much like mine. And our life paths, because I did see your numerology and mine, it really says that we're meant to be optimistic. Those are our gifts, is being uplifting to people. So I think it's amazing. Your heart chakra is only going to continue to expand and people are just so drawn to your energy. Use that. Learn how to become a better magnet so that you can draw what you want to you instead of going and looking for it. That's what I'm working on, would be drawing the right people to me and the right experiences to me instead of having to go out and search for those things. Zaina. I have everyone on here. This is why I'm doing people drawn to me. I want to stay real high vibes during this energy. So surround yourself by your friends and uplifting people, and it will really help. Zaina, material harvest. Finally, right? Finally, when something has to give eventually, and it will, I promise. So I know it's not happening fast enough for all of us because I want everything like right now. I'm ready to shift. I'm ready to do it. But literally, things are about to change for you. We're about to have a pole shift. We're about to make a major shift, a final one. Literally, where if we can vibrate high enough, Earth will literally shift into higher levels of consciousness permanently, destroying everything of a lower vibration simultaneously. So in order to do that, since we're the cells in this body, we have to vibrate as high as possible and be loving to each other. And it will literally transform the entire body. From the macrocosm to the microcosm. Let's see. Maria Chris. Solar plexus. Yes. You need to make best friends as sea salt in nature as an empath. We're very empathic. And I know that seemed like a rare quality when I woke up. I thought maybe I was special or something because it's been drilled out of society. But everyone started out empathic and psychic. And we're like sponges, picking up lower frequencies, transmuting them into higher ones. We're kind of like sponges. So you have to keep your aura clean. The best way to do that would be spend a day out in nature or take a salt bath. I was taking a salt bath like every day, and it was doing amazing things for my energy. Natalie Dennis. I got everyone on here from Australia. We're giving a shout out to Australia. I would live there, but CBD is illegal. I'm not living anywhere where they don't have CBD legal. So I see you guys might have some political problems there too. I see it's worldwide, and that if we can come together, we can really shift this thing. So go rest, rejuvenate. Let me tell you why. We're about to enter a storm Monday, and you're all about to be real tired next week. It feels calm. We're dreaming good. We're getting good sleep. We're all high vibe. But you don't want to be irritable next week. So meditate a lot and recharge this week. I'm just warning you now. I'll look at the calendar later today and I'll give you guys a better energy report of next week. I just haven't done it yet, but I will tell you you need to rest. Let's see. Jennifer Kelsey, wisdom. Yes, you are here for wisdom, hopefully, right? Yes, we're all here for wisdom. So surround yourself in teachers and the healers and the empaths and the awakened, and that's what you're doing, right? Because I feel that we all have a lot to teach each other. I'm just a student. I'm not above anyone, or I don't have more wisdom than any of you, I assure you. I'm just a student too. I'm just willing to put my life out there and try to help others. So we're all students. We're all seeking wisdom. So I try to surround myself in people that can teach me and can help enlighten me. So surround yourself with the right people, and you're really doing that already. Kimberly, I can't say your last name good. Monticelli. You have amazing awareness, and this is what's guiding you. This is your antenna to the cosmos. So just rely on it more and use it, because I consider anyone not using their third eye pretty much blind at this point, just kind of stumbling around blindly, right? How else could we see through the illusion? Just be aware of that. Work on your third eye more. I eat coconut oil every day because it's really good for your third eye. It will actually help take any fluoride out of it too. So throw some coconut oil in your diet. It will help your third eye immensely. Let's see. Allison McLean Walker. Good morning, everyone. It's a high vibe day. We have all the right energy here in one place. So, my thing is with all of this powerful energy right here, we have to use it to try to bounce off of each other and lift the vibes up. And we can vibrate so high together. I'm just telling you guys right now. Fulfillment of wishes. Anything that you can think of, you can manifest right now. So stay positive, and only think about things that you want to draw to you. Because we're learning that if we think negatively, we draw the negative situations to us. So maybe we should think positive and we'll draw good things to us and magical things. I also saw a meme that said, focus on the magic and the synchronicity and you'll draw that kind of stuff to you. So I get really excited when I see number codes, magic, and I try to draw more of that stuff to me by being grateful and excited. The spirit that's guiding us all gives me more of that type of stuff. Amanda Anstead. A quick card. Yes, pray while you're at work. So learn how to meditate while you're at work. This is what I say. Maybe this is why me and my twin flame can even deal with Prison Planet, but we learn how to meditate at work. We're not quite there ever. Learn how to meditate, pray more, work on opening that crown chakra. Just work on your connection with Source. Jamie Oliver. Transformation. This card is for everyone. We're going through a serious transformation. We're all turning from caterpillars to butterflies, but we're not quite there. I know a lot of people want to say, yes, I'm there. Yeah, I get that. But we're not quite there. We're all a work in progress, and I like it better that way. I say I need another year to heal my body, and I really do, and I like it better that way. So I'm cool with saying I'm healing instead of healed. It just feels a lot better to me. So none of us are there yet. We still have a lot of work to do, and we're transforming, but it's really amazing to be transforming with all of you guys. It is. Trisha Lynn, Solitude. Yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm unplugging. I'm actually enjoying this time away from my business. It's kind of nice. I've been doing whatever I want, right? So it's been kind of nice. I've been putting my energy into this group. I put on my profile that I work there now. I love it. I've been putting a lot of energy into this group, getting it good. I've been meditating more and kind of going within a lot. So it's been really nice. Use this time for solitude. I know you have children almost, children about to be, but when he's at daycare or gone, meditate, spend time alone. Spend more time loving yourself. Take more salt baths. Even if it's just like taking a 10-minute break, like stepping out of the room and centering yourself. I was on the phone because I'm dealing with this website stuff. I was on the phone on hold for like an hour this morning. I was on hold for like an hour, and then I had some real low vibe customer service person talking to me, and you know, I start out my day great, and then I'm on the hold for an hour, and I'm just like really? So that could have easily ruined my day. Instead, I got my shaman stick and saged and started over. So there's gonna be things thrown at you. It's earth, it's life, it's school of life. Things are gonna get thrown at you, but even if you need a minute, sometimes like just taking a time out, maybe take 10 minutes and just go outside for a minute and breathe, or just focus or recharge or whatever. Go meditate. Take more time for yourself though. Amy Meyer. I'm drawn. My problem is I'm drawn to all of you. Partnerships and alliances. Work on your friendships and your non-romantic relationships. This could be with an employer. It could be with like your family members. Just work on your relationships. I want to say this, and I'm trying to tie in an earlier dilemma I saw too, because I'm always trying to tie in different lessons while I'm giving advice. I had someone tell me this morning that they were God. I want to pull up the conversation so bad. I'm trying to remember, but they basically told me that Jesus would judge everyone when they died. And I said, no, God's shown me these visions before that we judge ourselves enough, so there's no need for anyone to judge us. Seriously. And then they said they were God, and I tried to explain. I said, yeah, I know a lot of people who literally, especially New Age stuff, they figure out they're God. Well, in my world, everyone else is God to me except for me. So all of you guys are God. If I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to God. That's why I say namaste a lot, because I really do see the divine light in all of you guys. Just be aware of these kind of things, literally. Work on your relationships, because everyone is God to you. Everyone is God. God is within everyone and everything. So you might want to start being nicer to people, because ascension really is just about how you treat people and being nicer to people. Let's see. Jessica Grasso. Rejoice in celebration. You should be celebrating that you've even made it this far. You're so empathic, so tuned into the other realm. This is definitely your last life. You even have the confirmation you're a Pisces telling you this is your last life. And we should all just be celebrating that we've made it so far. The hard stuff is behind us, I assure you. We've been through the hardest parts already. We have to find the fun and the beauty in everything. It doesn't matter where we are or what we're doing. We have to be able to see the good in every situation. Frankie Borelli, you're getting ready for a spiritual union, literally. And that's the end goal. We're here for love. We have to master loving ourselves before we can love anyone else, of course. But I'm drawing so many people to me to help with healing, so that you guys can reunite with your divine counterpart, whether it be a soulmate or a twin flame. A lot of people are getting ready for love, especially starting in like 3 weeks. This entire thing will shift to love. So focus on love with yourself first. My comments are going crazy again. Let's see. Let me see. Charlie Simons. Yes, we're on point. Lots of hearts. I love it. I'm trying to amp out more love today, so maybe I'm getting more love back. Literally, Charlie, you're victorious and successful in everything that you're doing. The phones are acting up, but we will prevail. People are getting blocked on Facebook. They will come back. So it's not a big deal. Just go with the flow. You're successful in everything that you're doing. If your phone's freezing up, maybe you're just supposed to unplug. Adam Boss. Harmony. We have to have peace, love, and harmony literally with ourselves before we can bring that and share it with the world or with a partner. So we have to come into balance and harmony with our bodies. And we're mind, body, soul complexes. So we really just have to have balance with all three. You're doing so good. I love your memes. You're doing really good on the spiritual path. You're around the right people, as I am. And it's just amazing. Just work on more harmony in all aspects of your life. Let's see. I'm scrolling down still to get where I left off. There's a lot of people in here too. And then I got a little nervous, right? There's a lot of people on here. Let me see. Christine Lotel. And I'm just listening to the angels, so I'm not just drawing random. Literally positive movement forward. And work on your throat chakra too, because I'm sensing a block. I'm helping loosen it for you. So drink some tea today. It will really help. Drink more water too, because the real reason I do this is not really to give you cards or news. It is so that you can interact with me on an energetic level. Because if you have a completely healed organism and an unhealed organism, the healed organism will heal the unhealed organism. So my goal is to just have you around my energy. So just have positive movement forward. Drink more water, because I just took that block off you, and it will help so much. But you're doing so good, and you're on the right path. Let's see. Sorry, I'm real slow today. Cameron Lee. Yes, family brings us happiness. Absolutely. That's what I do so much work for, is for the little bit of time I get to spend with my twin flame in this matrix. That's what keeps me motivated and keeps me on my mission. Really just work on your soul, because material and spiritual prosperity are coming to you. With spiritual prosperity will come material prosperity. And it will shift your perspective, and you won't desire the same things anymore, and your life will just become simpler. So just work on those things. Mickey Baba, finally. Finally, obstacles and challenges. We are blocking ourselves with our thoughts. Yes, I know, it's complicated. I am here to remove energetic blocks within my own energy field and others. So we're getting good at removing these and unlimiting these things. But our biggest obstacles really are ourselves and our thinking. So just really work on reprogramming your minds to stay more positive. That's where we're all at right now. We just came from so much negative programming. So literally we had to reprogram ourselves to be more positive. So just really work on unblocking yourself. You guys are so hard on yourselves. Sometimes I wish people could see the energy that I see with them, because I more like feel and see energy around you, or your souls, I like to say. So sometimes I wish that people could see them how I see them and see how amazing they are, because we're so hard on ourselves, a little too hard. So just be aware of that. Ali Minaz. No news. No news unless your third eye is open, and even then, you might blow out your whole third eye system. So be careful watching the news. It's very bad for you. Memories of love. It depends on what kind, though. Memories of love. Literally, just work on letting go of nostalgia and work on being that love that you want. That's all we want. All people ever want is to love and be loved. So we have to put out that love that we want back. That's why I literally try to stay on a love vibe all the time. It's hard, but I'm trying just to stay on a love vibe. I'm trying to think, because I heard a really good quote, that when you ascend, your demons will walk you up. Like how they took you down, they'll walk you up. And they'll actually walk you to the gates of heaven if you're doing the process right. We have to conquer and transmute our own darkness. That's what this path is. The darkness that you're seeing in the world, it's not, it might be, but mostly it's all yours until you can conquer that. And then there might get to a point where there's other people's darkness in the same place. But we're here to conquer and transmute our own darkness. We have to face ourselves and face what qualities are not that great about ourselves, and we have to change them. We're here to work on our souls in a spiritual type of way. I'm going to let you guys go on that note. I had to get back into the swing of things. I'm off the schedule now. But I will be live again tomorrow morning around the same time, a little earlier, with a lot better news. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a really high vibe day. Don't let anyone put your shine out. We are the light.